you're looking for Black Friday deals in skincare, beauty, and wellness, then you have come to the right place. Now, I know not everyone is going to be shopping Black Friday, and I'm certainly not suggesting that you should, but I do know that a number of you really save up for the sales because they can be really good this time of year. I know I do. So I wanted to do a roundup of my favorite brands and the sales that they're offering for Black Friday. Now, my list is quite extensive, so I'm splitting this into two videos. Today is all about devices, and the next video is all about skincare. So these are the brands that I love, I use, I recommend, and I believe in. So if it's on this list, it's because I feel it's worthy of my hard-earned cash. So some of these deals go on for weeks and some just for a few days. And if I have any discount codes on top of this, I will put that details plus the sales dates in the description bar below. Now there are quite a few to cover here, so I'm gonna go rather quickly and I'm not gonna go into too much detail on each. But if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. Now I'm listing these in alphabetical order because it just made the most sense. So today we're starting off with Amiro, and I have chosen Amiro because specifically radio frequency, in particular their S1 device. So radio frequency is used to tighten the skin. It generates a controlled heat in the deeper layers of skin, which creates targeted wounds that signal to our body to create more collagen and elastin. So that in turn is going to tighten and plump and firm our skin. Now this particular device also contains EMS to stimulate or to exercise our muscles, which also help to firm and tone. What I love the most about this device is the stamping mode. Now you use this in conjunction with their mask. You have 6 seconds in one location, which means you have a more focused treatment as opposed to the traditional circular direction, which you can also do. It's a different mode. The other great thing is that this mask contains serums with amino acids, peptides, and antioxidants that penetrate even deeper into the skin when used in conjunction with the radio frequency. In fact, it's 8 times more effective. So one treatment with this mask is equivalent to 8 masks on their own. Now, the only downside is that you have to continuously repurchase the masks. And I use this device about 2 times a week. They come in a pack of 5 and I keep buying them because I like the effect. So as far as their offer for Black Friday, now if you spend over $99, you get a free Lumo Pocket LED mirror. But this is where things get interesting if you're looking for big ticket items. Now, if you buy one device over $599, you get 2 of their devices for free. So one is their RF eye rejuvenation device, which I actually intend to buy myself. Plus, you also get the Ice Smooth hair removal IPL device. So both of those 2 devices together cost about $500. So that's a huge savings. The S1 that I use won't get you to that $599, but you can still use my code, which is Mary20, to get 20% off. Now, I'm currently testing the Ultralift Ultrasound Skin Tightening Device. Now that is on sale right now for $729, so that would get you those 2 extra products. However, I'm not done with my testing, so I can't really speak to the effects of it. But I can tell you I want that RF eye device because I haven't seen any other radio frequency devices that you can put near the eye. And as you guys know, the eyes are an area of focus for me. So I got my eye on that, no pun intended. Okay, so next up is a microneedling tool. If you're not familiar with this, this is also known as collagen induction therapy, and it creates these little micro punctures in the skin using tiny sterilized needles. So it creates small wounds in the skin. So these small wounds instruct the skin to create more collagen and elastin. And I'm telling you, this process works. So funnily enough, this device is the one and only thing on this list that doesn't require electricity. Now, I do use electric pens, and I have a few of them, but I've been defaulting to this stamp from Banish. The reason I prefer it to the electric pens of late is the surface area. Now, it takes a long time to do my face when I use the Dr. pen because the heads are so small, and it just means I'm less inclined to do it as regularly as I want. I just can't seem to carve out the time. But I used the Banish system about 1.5 years ago, and I loved it. Now, the thing I didn't like about it, and the reason why I wasn't consistent after that, is that you would have to throw out the stamp and buy a new one every, 4 to 6 uses. And you have to do that for hygiene purposes. But they fixed that. Now they have replaceable heads, and I am thrilled. It just means that I can stamp my face a heck of a lot faster than I could do with the electric pens. So if you're interested in trying Banish, between now and Cyber Monday, their kits are on sale for $99, which is normally $125, I think. This includes the new Banish 3.0 stamp, 2 replaceable heads, and their vitamin C, E, and ferulic serum, which is excellent. I've actually gone through quite a few bottles of it. So that's available until Cyber Monday. And then from November 29th to December 2nd, everything is buy 2, get 1 free, including the kits. Plus, you can use my code SkinObsessedMary for additional savings on top of any offer. Yay. Okay, so next up is the CurrentBody sale. Now these guys are great for a number of different beauty devices. Mary Skin will get you 20% off everything right now. So there are 2 main things I'm going to highlight right now, though of course they have many more. The first is their LED hair growth helmet, which I use almost every day. And I can say 100% that I have seen such a difference in hair growth since I started this. Now I can say this definitively because I grew hair in areas that I didn't treat with any other product. I've consistently used serums and other LED devices, which I do think work, by the way, but this is the only one that reached the back of my head. It's just never been an area of focus for me. I'm generally looking at the perimeter of my face. So I've completely ignored this area, right, with the handheld devices, which I think work. And I only figured out that I grew hair there because new strands wouldn't fit into my ponytail. That's the only reason I knew that there was new hair. So that helmet was the only thing that was getting that far back there. The other thing I really like about it is that it's hands-free. I can just stick that thing on and do other things. Now, the only downside is the price. But if you've had your eye on it, this is definitely the time to get it because you can get 20% off. Now, if it's out of your price range entirely, which I totally understand, I do have a more affordable option coming up. Now, the second item that I want to mention from CurrentBody is their new Series 2 LED face mask. Now, I haven't done a video yet. I'm still testing, but the design is really different and I am digging it. It has a lot more lights than the previous version. I think it's 236 versus 132. Plus, it also has a new extra deep infrared wavelength. So if this has been on your list to give it a try, this is the time. Now, y'all know I believe in the power of red light therapy. I've spoken about it more times on this channel than any other modality, and I truly believe that every person should use it. I mean, I use it daily on my head, my face, everything. But I do know it's not accessible for everyone, right? These are investment products, and typically you have to pay more for better tech, and that's fair. But this is why I love this mask by Fad Beauty. It is their 2nd generation mask, and it's really different than anything else I've tried. It is so incredibly lightweight, you don't even feel it. The cool thing too is it has these built-in goggles, which are super soft and they don't like press into your face, which is why I never wear the goggles with masks because they just leave these huge indentations. That's the last thing I want. Plus, they actually protect your eyes. It completely blocks out the light. You do not see it. And I know that some people are really sensitive to that light, so it kind of solves all those problems. This also has a variety of wavelengths. It has red, infrared, blue, and yellow lights. But the best thing about this mask is that it doesn't touch your skin. I mean, it's wild. A lot of people don't like the feeling of a mask on their skin. It can feel quite claustrophobic. Or after a microneedling session, for example, I don't want anything physically touching my face. But because it has those little goggles built in, it sits just off of your face, so nothing is touching. Fantastic idea. But the real kicker is the price. This is the least expensive LED mask I've found from a brand that I can trust. I mean, there are many that I wouldn't even try. This comes in at less than $200. I am asked over and over and over again for a more affordable option, and this is it. As far as sales go, their Black Friday sale is the same as my discount code. It is 10% off. Mary 10 is also 10% off. And you know what? I'm not surprised. Like, it's such a reasonably priced mask and they've got nowhere lower to go. So you can choose to just shop directly from the site or you can use my code. And if you do, I thank you because the small amount that I make on that sale allows me to buy more things to review. Okay, next up is Koana. Their sauna blanket. Oh, I adore this thing. It's like having a sauna at home without the bulk or the cost. It relaxes, it detoxifies, it helps me sleep better. Plus it folds up and it fits under the bed, easy peasy, out of the way. You know, heat therapy is so good for our health, and this is just an easy way to do it at home. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what their Black Friday sale is. I didn't hear back from them, and I don't know whether or not my discount stacks on top. But I didn't want to leave it out in case they do have a stellar offer, because I think this is worth the money and I wanted to share it. So on the topic of LED, which is always going to feature kind of everywhere for me because I'm a little obsessed with it. This one I'm using in a different way on a larger scale. This is the Red Infrared Therapy Mat by Mellin. So this contains 1,440 LED lights at wavelengths of 660, which is red light, and 850, which is infrared light. Now, I love the idea of a full body panel. I just know it's unlikely I will ever actually use one. I just don't see myself standing still for 10 minutes. It's just not going to happen. Is it going to happen?
Not for 2 minutes.
He was over here shaking his head before the words even came out of my mouth. Now, lying, on the other hand, is totally different. And if I can incorporate LED into something else, then we're golden. So I'm using this for my Pilates and my yoga workouts because it's giving my body an extra boost. So while there is more of an uneven coverage as I kind of move around the mat, it will still enhance ATP, which is our cellular energy. It helps improve blood flow and aid muscle support. It's such a bonus. I mean, I'm doing the workout anyway, so it's just enhanced by my working out on this mat. But what I'm finding really helpful is recovery. Like, I love lying on this mat. It covers a full surface area, which is something that I've never done. So for best results, it should be used for 15 to 30 minute sessions 3 times a week. Easy peasy in my book. Now, their Black Friday sale is on right now until December 4th. I believe the cost, including Mary 5, which is a 5% discount, I think it's 42% off, like a massive savings. Now, it's not an insignificant spend, but at 42% off, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. So guys, before we move on, if you're enjoying this video, I would love if you would hit that like button so that this video reaches more people, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Next is a love brand, Maysama. Now, I love everything that they do, the skincare and the devices. Now, owner Bev is a genius and has actually become a friend. Their LED products are stellar, and they're very unique because of their pulsed light. So pulsed light helps with deeper penetration into our skin. It helps reduce oxidative stress, and it increases product absorption. There are no other red light masks that have this technology. So I use a bit of all of it. I have the panel, which sits here on my desk, totally hands-free, and it covers more surface area. I have both the face and the neck masks, as well as their hair comb. Now, I mentioned before a more affordable LED device for the hair, and this is the one. It's lightweight, it's travel friendly. Yes, I travel with it, and it absolutely does the job. Now, I'm throwing a skincare in here because I have to. The green rooibos pressed serum I use every single day with LED because research shows that it increases the effectiveness by 250%. So I never LED without the serum. So their sale is on right now until December 3rd. Everything on the site is 20% off, plus Mary 10 gets you an additional 10% off. We're talking 30% off of everything. That's huge, huge. Next is something new and very interesting. It is the Muse meditation and sleep headband. There are sensors in this headband that measure your brain activity, your heartbeat, and your body movement. It's like having a personal brain coach. Now, I've mentioned before on this channel that I'm a little obsessed with data because to me, information is power. So I love tech that gives me real-time information about me. So I use a glucose monitor, my Apple Watch, my health ring. These are the things that teach me about myself so that I can make informed decisions about my health and well-being. So this device gives real-time feedback, and what's more, it has programs via their app which help you to master your mind and gain control over focus. I mean, this has Mary written all over it. I'm a busy person. I mean, we all are, but that's actually not what I mean. I'm constantly moving. I am not great at sitting still. Gary's over there nodding his head like this. So this headband has helped to train me. It's teaching me how to slow down, to be present, and to learn about my breathing and control my heartbeat. It's actually teaching me how to meditate. And that's something that I have always wanted to learn. I just never knew where to start. I could never turn my brain off. But what I've learned is that you don't actually need to turn it off in order to meditate. You just need to focus. So I haven't done a full video on this yet. And by the way, I've done full videos on just about everything. And that is coming. But I just wanted to tell you, I think this thing is incredible. Now, they have two different versions available. There is the Muse 2, which is a lightweight, over-the-ear design. And this really helps to reduce stress and improve mood. But their Muse S, which is the one that I have, is more advanced because it tracks your brain waves and your sleep to help you improve performance, enhance focus, and optimize sleep. It has a slightly thicker headband, but it has a really soft design, so it's made to be worn as you sleep to gain all this data while you're snoring away. Not that I snore. I don't snore. Right? But this has truly become a game changer, and I really wish it's something that I'd had sooner. Particularly, I was thinking about this when my kids were small. When I needed that break, I needed to learn how to unwind and to turn off. Because if you're anything like me and it's go, 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 this could be a real game changer. In fact, Gary, I think you might enjoy using this too. You actually know how to meditate though, don't you? Like, you know how to make your brain do that?
No.
Did I get that wrong? Why did I think you
I just know how to ignore.
You know how to, okay, fine. You heard it here first. But, I'm 53 years old and it's never too late to learn these skills, and it's fascinating. So their app has tons of different programs, different things to tap into, different goals, and it really works. So what their sale is right now until December 3rd, it's 25% off of everything. From the 4th of December to Christmas Day, it's 20% off everything. And then until January 23rd, it's 15% off the hardware and 20% off bundles. But the good thing is you can use my link below. They didn't give me a code, but if you use that link, you'll get another 5% on top of their sale, which is a great deal. It's so incredibly unique. I'm digging it. Next is Lift. I have spoken about this facial rejuvenation device so many times on this channel. This is a mouth guard that I wear to address the shape of my face. It works on the muscles and even the bone structure to help achieve its optimum balance. Our face shifts as we age, and this helps to sort of reset things. Now, I have been using it for years. Their sale runs from November 29th to December 4th. They are offering 20% off of all kits, and my code, which is Skin Obsessed Mary 10, gets an additional 10% off. That is the best deal that they have of the year. I love this device and I will continue to use it. Okay, next up, Sleep and Glow. This is not a device, but I didn't know where to include this, and there was no way I'm doing a Black Friday video without including my pillow. I love my pillow. I mean, I love my pillow. Sleep and Glow pillows are exceptional, and they are instrumental to good sleep for me. Now, I personally prefer the Ala because it's for back sleepers, and that's me. I actually really struggle to sleep without this. I've done a video or two, which I'll link below. But for those who can't sleep on their back, the Omnia is a lifesaver. And I used that for ages before I discovered the Ala. And that's specifically designed for people who sleep on their side, but really want to fight the wrinkles and the puffiness that comes along with it. It has this little carve out space for your head. It's absolutely genius. So their Black Friday sale is 10%, but if you use Mary Skin, you will get 15%. That's the biggest discount I've ever seen. And that also includes their silk pillowcases, which I probably need to stock up on too. They're so nice. Next, we're talking microcurrent, and more specifically, the ZIIP. I have tried a number of devices over the years, but this is my favorite. Now, not only do I like the tech, it's actually fun to use. I don't think I've ever said that about any device. But not only does this have microcurrent, which gives an immediate lift and tone, it also contains nanocurrent, which works at a cellular level to renew and repair. I've never seen another device that does this. And the app contains tailored programs to tackle individual skin concerns like lifting or firming or reducing wrinkles or calming inflammation. And the beauty is you don't actually have to think about it. You can just follow along, and all the videos are done done with the founder, Melanie Simon. It's lightweight, it's ergonomic, it's just a delight to use. To me, if you're looking for a microcurrent, this is just the one to get. So their Black Friday sale is 10% off, but if you use Mary ZIIP, you will get an additional 10% off for 20% off. That is huge. You can also use Mary Gel to get 25% off their gels, and I'll definitely be getting more of that myself. I love their gels. They're the best I've ever used because they don't dry up. There's nothing worse than gels in the middle of a thing and you have to re-squirt or reapply. I freaking hate that. And they have a couple of different ones to choose from based on the ingredients. Now, if you want to go big, they have this incredible offer on superior sets. You get the halo itself, you get the electric complex gel, I think 50 mils, plus you get an activating gel of your choice. You get a cosmetic bag, you get this little halo pouch, you get a headband, and you get an applicator. This is the Mac Daddy of gifts. If you're looking for something special to give, or you're wondering what you tell someone else to get you, this is the way to go. This is 10% off on the site, but my code gets another 20% off, so that's 30% off. That's big. We have one last one on the list, and it is this guy. This is the Ultrahuman Ring Air. I have worn this health tracker ring every day since I got it almost a year ago, I think. I had no idea I needed it, but now I do. Again, I'll link a video to this and kind of everything else that I've reviewed. There are a few things I love about it. And the first is the tech. It relays your heart rate, your temperature, your HRV, circadian rhythm, vitamin D exposure, even when you should stop drinking coffee during the day. And while this no longer relates to me, it can align with your monthly cycle tracking and even give pregnancy insights. Now, I started wearing this specifically because I wanted to better understand my sleep, and the data it provides is incredible. And every time I open the app, they have a new feature. They are constantly developing and evolving to provide more invaluable information. I can see they're working on something right now for travel jet lag, which is right up my alley, and even ovulation tracking. The app is incredible. The dashboard has everything right at your fingertips, and the detail is extensive. So if you want to know more about you, then this is how to do it. The other great thing about the Ring Air is that you don't have to sign up for a monthly subscription. It's just a one-time purchase. So from November 21st to December 2nd, with my code SOM10, you'll get 20% off. This thing is on my finger 24 hours a day. So guys, that is it. That covers my Black Friday deals for the devices that I'm using regularly. Is there anything on your wish list that I covered here today? And will you be buying anything for Black Friday? I've saved up myself. I head back to the US next month, so I'm going to be shopping and shipping to California. Gary's eyes just perked up then. So that means I'll be reporting back in a future video to share what I got. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you made it this far, thank you. Please leave a little shopping bag emoji so that I know. Thanks so much for joining today, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. I can't speak.
Oh, you can.
Not apparently when the camera's on.
All right.